Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite manifestation coach under the sun. Reason why there's no such coaching program like my coaching program anywhere on the internet because I've designed it myself, and nobody spends as much time with their clients like I do. True story. All the information for me is below 2 to 3 times is the frequency with which I interact with all of my clients. You have the choice between being coached 2 to 3 times. This is the regular package for Zoom or telephone calls, or the deluxe version for which 3 sessions a week are mandatory. As well, you have access to me via email, text, and also audio. Okay, so basically everything, the most hand-holding that I can possibly offer. Okay, so this audio I'm recording for those people who still don't understand my coaching packages. Okay, even though I'm talking about this like all the time, all day long. This is why I made it a point to make the intro about my packages. And at some point, I've kind of like narrowed it down because it was becoming too long. But this is in particular for people who still don't understand what I offer. So I'm going to go over it all. Okay, and I'm going to explain how literally I was inspired by all of your feedback to create everything that I've created. So literally, you cannot tell me that you cannot benefit from my coaching in some capacity or another. Okay, either you're not following my channel, you're not listening to what I'm saying, or you literally have a hard time understanding what I'm saying. I don't know what the problem is. But recently I've gotten a comment from somebody who literally told me, I cannot afford your coaching. Can you make something affordable? I've been doing that. This is why I created the audio monthly audios that I'm about to record. The next audio drops today for everybody who's signed up. By the way, sign up if you haven't already. The new audios are magnificent. Okay, they're even higher than anything that I've ever recorded for my channel, and they're in the territory of coaching, which is why I charge for this. Okay, I discuss things that I discuss in coaching with me. So the only thing is, obviously, you don't have access to me. If you want to have interactions with me, you need to book an hour or get into coaching with me. Okay. And all the audios that you've so far haven't received, if you're signing up today, you will start from the beginning. So you will not miss anything. I will start sending you the audios every other day that I have already recorded and everybody has gotten. Okay, just to be clear. So let's just go over everything. So there's no confusion. And here it is. It's recorded and you can always refer to it. Okay, and my assistant will put together the timestamp, so I'll make it for you as easy for you as possible. All right, so number one is you can hire me for an hour. Okay, whether that's a Zoom meeting or a phone conversation, everything's recorded in my coaching. Why do I record things? First of all, I send you a copy. And also, I want to re-listen to the conversation, rewatch the Zoom session, take my notes. When I'm on the phone with you, when I'm in the Zoom session with you, I pay attention a lot to what you're saying. And so I don't want to be taking notes. Very simple. Okay. But essentially, everybody gets a notepad in my coaching. I take a ton of notes by hand. This is how I remember a ton about everybody in my coaching. And also, again, like I said, you get a copy to rewatch. Sometimes certain aha moments come to you later on, okay, as you rewatch it. Now, with the Zoom, unless you download it, you cannot access it after a certain amount of time. I need to delete the file. Okay, but I do have my notes. Now, parenthesis here really quick. Everything is confidential in my coaching. Okay, this is just between you and me, the recording. The only exception, and this is completely normal for therapy or coaching, the clause is everything is confidential unless you end up breaking a law and somebody subpoenas me. Okay, they can subpoena me and I am obligated by law to bring my notes and discuss what I heard in coaching with you. Okay, so don't break the law. Okay, and don't become a danger to yourself or to me, quite frankly. So legally, I have the right to defend myself. Okay, if you're breaking the law against me, if you're breaking the law, period, etc., etc. It's very standard. It's very simple. This is the reason also why I do not share success stories on a regular basis of my clients, because they ask me, please keep this confidential. And on a rare occasion that I do get the permission, then I do share. Okay, because literally everything is confidential. And if I was a lousy coach, I could have already exposed so many really unpleasant people, not really so many, a couple of people that ended up in my coaching, because there's things I know about them that would really shed a really nasty light on them. And I haven't done that because of my professionalism, okay? Now, if they cause legal problems to me or do something that completely interferes with my business or my safety, absolutely, I have the right to then report you to the police and file a lawsuit against you, okay? So just so we're clear. So that's the hour. The explanation of the confidentiality, which is standard. The next tier is Magic and Miracles monthly audios, which I already explained what that is, 15 audios per month. I'm going to raise the price, okay, eventually. The next level is the monthly audios and 2 conversations with me on the phone, each lasting an hour. That's Magic and Miracles monthly audios deluxe, okay. So I even discounted my hourly rate because it went up. The next one is monthly, unlimited Zoom or phone calls coaching package. So this is 2 to 3 times per week. We get together on Zoom or on phone calls or both, whichever you prefer. I record the session and so we go. We have a set time, okay? It works better this way for me and for you, where we get together, you have a time slot, and at that time we rendezvous and go through my coaching program, which I recommend 2 to 3 months, okay, for at the very least to complete my coaching. The next level up is monthly unlimited Zoom or phone calls deluxe, which I already explained. You have the option of in between the meetings, of which 3 are mandatory. You have the option of texting me, emailing me, and sending me an audio, which has to be 5 minutes long max. Okay, the most hand-holding you'll ever get. And then we have packages like Bring Your SP Back in 30 Days package. So this is for somebody, obviously, who wants to zero in on bringing their SP back. And for that month, we focus and zero in on that situation. Okay, now this is provided you have some kind of work already done. Okay, if you've got a lot of things to process, if you've got a lot of belief work to do, I recommend you start with the regular coaching. But if you literally everything else in your life is hunky-dory and this is one last missing piece that you have to kind of figure out the relationships, absolutely. You can do it in 30 days, for sure. And again, everything is, the caveat is such as that you need to come prepared to work. Period, the end. Don't rebuttal me. You're not signing up for, a discussion here. And neither is it a dictatorship. However, if you're hiring a coach, understand that you're hiring them for expertise that they have. Okay? So I'm going on the assumption that you've already watched videos, of which I have about, I don't know what it is, 280 or something on my channel at this point. I've removed a few. I don't know, just left the best ones. And essentially, you have the opportunity to make up your mind if I'm your kind of coach. That's it. I understand I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I don't dream of being everybody's cup of tea. I don't want to be. Okay, I know the kinds of people I work well, and I come well pre-advertised. I'm very straightforward, ruthlessly honest. If it's not the kind of situation for you, if you'd rather hire a coach with their bubblegum bullshit about affirmations and affirm, go for it, my darling. And good luck to you, quite frankly, because you're not going to achieve your result. You're just not. Okay, that's how honest I am. And parenthesis here, really quick, I want to insert this. for those who don't know me, who haven't like watched me for a long time, I've been coaching for 8 years. I've started with coaching comedians primarily. I've been coaching since 2016. Lots of things happened to me in 2015 where I had to make certain decisions, and we can go into this later. But essentially, I had this kind of aha moment where I wanted to do something for the world, if you want to say it like this. And at that point, I've been studying metaphysics, quantum physics, etc., spirituality, if you want to label it that way, since 2011. So basically, hardcore for 4 years. No, wait a minute, that's not 5. 6 years. And at that point, I started heavy duty hanging out with stand-up comedians, doing stand-up, this and that, and inevitably started coaching. And that led me to meet, celebrities, famous people, etc., etc. And I've been coaching for 7 years very successfully in this way until I decided to post a few videos here on YouTube where I shared my point of view on how to manifest, and people started asking me questions and asked me to talk about SPs. Now, if you understand how easy it is to manifest the SP, you wouldn't be watching those videos nonstop. But I already spoke about this in the last audio. Nevertheless, I do offer this service because I really want people to understand that it's really about them and not about their SP. So if most of the time people who come to me with their SP problems, it's not just the SP, is everything is a shit show most of the time. But if you're one of those people who that's not the case with, okay, then the 30-day package to bring your SP back is for you. Okay, by the way, all of these packages, you need to sign the coaching agreement. Okay, and it basically states I'm not a therapist. You need to be respectful. The confidentiality clause I already discussed, and it states that you cannot take my coaching program and then start implementing it in your own coaching. If you're a coach, this will result in a lawsuit. You cannot steal my copyrighted program for your benefit. It just doesn't exist. If you're a coach, okay, you need to come up with your own fucking coaching program, and that's how I train coaches in my coaching practice. So the next one is monthly True Magician Energy course. Again, this is for somebody advanced. Cannot stress this enough. This is for somebody advanced. This is, I share with you everything that works for me, the energy work that I do in my personal life, how I manifest, how I teach people in my coaching. I teach several things in my coaching, but if you want the most advanced of advanced things that you can get out of me, this is the course for you. And again, this is a month. Okay, a month is enough. Again, you have to be advanced. Again, if you have a lot of trauma panorama, you're better off starting with the regular coaching and then proceeding to this. Or, towards the end of our coaching, we can just include this because the price is the same. And then I have monthly coaching for coaches. Again, whether you're a new coach, becoming a coach, or you're already a coach, this is the investment for you. Okay, it's $49.50. I realize it's an investment. However, I teach you everything, how to start your business, the kinds of things to do to be a good coach. And I always stress with all of the coaches, just like I say, you need to create your own coaching program. You need to coach in your own way. By no stretch of the imagination does this program allow you to then copy my program and run with it. That's obscene. This is like, it would be like, me giving up my business all to you. No, it's not going to happen. And that's exactly what the copycat did or tried to do. And she isn't getting away with it. But this is a warning for everybody out there. If you think that you can be me, think again. You can't, first of all. You'll get yourself in a lot of trouble. You're better off just learning the right way, how to be an actual coach, not a copycat, and creating your own coaching program, creating something advanced, something that's not does not exist yet than copying from somebody and causing yourself legal, like deep shit legal trouble. Okay, and when I'm ready to talk about her, I will. But you guys already know who she is. She kind of like really, this is like totally, what do they call it? Career suicide that she's committed, because she's really just thinks that she's above the law, she's above everything, that she's out there copying me and claiming that she's created this program. This is when I was like, okay, we need to talk. And when I asked her to please stop doing that, she literally claimed that that is not the case. Like, black is not white and white is not black. So these kinds of situations, listen, I'm an empath, I'm very intuitive, but most of all, I've been through these legal situations. I will completely discourage you from ever entering with me into a lawsuit. Number one, I will win. Number two, you will pay the price. And it will just end up that you will have to completely close down your business and go back to work. Okay, some 9-to-5 shit, because nobody will buy your service. Nobody. Because forever your reputation will be stained. So I gave her the opportunity to play nice. She didn't want to. She thinks she lives in a delusional world where, you know, she gets to steal. But here's the paradox about this. Not the paradox, but the irony behind it. Here's the deal. And I kind of touched on it yesterday when I was recording the audio, where, you know, only the stupidest people steal. Okay, and here's why. Because right now that I'm not recording educational audios from my channel, and it's only subscription only, I guarantee she is freaking out who else is she going to copy. And here's the reason why you should never kind of like, if you I don't even know how to say this. If you're that kind of person who thinks of copying somebody, okay, your career is done before it ever began. Because that person who creates naturally always can go back to the drawing board and create abundantly, because they've got the genius. So you're better off capitalizing on what you're good at, not trying to make money off of people based on somebody else's talent, okay? You're better off doing something else. If this is not your forte, if this is not your talent, go do something else and leave it alone for the people to do who are actually knowing what they're doing. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, then there is the private seminar for 10. This is an all-dayer, essentially. This is $10,000, basically about $1,100 per person. This is basically an all-day situation. We break for lunch in the middle. I cover the entirety of my coaching, okay? We usually do this on Zoom. On a rare occasion, people have flown me out. I decided not to do it this way, okay? And the same thing for the seminar for 5. Then there's 5 phone calls. But this is basically the entirety of things that I offer. And I start with an hour. In that hour, you have the opportunity to make up your mind, okay, if I'm the right kind of coach for you. And that hour I can apply towards the monthly coaching. So please, I offer things for everybody. Everybody's covered, okay? Right now, I'm about to record again for the monthly audios. You will do yourself a tremendous favor by doing that. You can start with that. You can start with signing up for my mini seminar, okay? The Saturday one is booked. Next Tuesday is the one that you can start booking for yourself. It's 2 hours of my time. We go over several things. So again, you cannot tell me that I do not offer something for everybody, okay? Ultimately, obviously, I would recommend it if you could do it one-on-one. That's the ultimate, the fastest way that you can make a change in your life. It just is, because we're working one-on-one, and I'm listening to everything that you're saying to me, and you get my undivided attention, and we make a lot more progress. That's common sense. But if you can't, there are other things, okay? So this is how you actually help yourself, not by continuing watching endless videos, not by continuing to do things the way that you have been doing, okay? And parenthesis here, okay? With the money situation, when people tell me, I don't have enough, listen, you really need to start changing your mind about money. I understand that perhaps you're not able to, come into monthly coaching with me right away, etc. But you know what? In my experience from YouTube in particular, people have saved up, okay? Even if it's a month with me, it makes a difference. And your money is to be invested. Everything is an investment. If you're investing in something, okay, that will pay tremendous dividends, provided I resonate with you. Cannot stress this enough. Provided you come to work. But even if it's a month, even if 2 months, that you can create this opportunity for yourself to come into my coaching. Okay, if not, the audios are for you. Like I said, this will be worth it for you. Why? Because I get to work with you one-on-one and change your beliefs. Whereas if you have hangups about money in my coaching, people start making more money. I don't know how else to say it. So it's literally you're investing money that you will get back, right? So this is an again, you need to come prepared to work and understand that this is not a negotiation, meaning you need to take my direction. That's the understanding. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if you're not taking my suggestions, then oh well, I'm not going to force you. Can't do that. So in other words, you cannot afford to not do this for yourself. You cannot afford to stay in the same kind of like state of desperation and not doing anything about it and complain about money. You need to start creating opportunities for yourself somehow, some way. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's all I can say. And those people who have done this in my coaching walked away making way more money, and we're so grateful about it. Okay. And again, want to close this by saying I am not a dating coach. Please don't misunderstand from the amount of the plethora of SP videos on my YouTube channel. Again, this is only because people ask me to talk about it. And I cover everything from health to money to career to absolutely everything you want to talk to me about. I'm ready for you. Okay. So again, this is the breakdown of all the things that I offer. I hope this is clear enough now in every shape or form. And if you still have a question, more than happy to answer. But, again, this is everything you need to know about the coaching. All right. So as soon as you're ready, book the package, sign the agreement, send it to me and email me with the booking. And then we start whichever package you choose. Okay. Thank you very much for listening. I hope this helps you. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.